back to Warfare and welcome aboard the German anti-tank missile carrier, the Raketenjagdpanzer 2. It sits at battle rating 8.3, it's pretty fast, it has some armor, at least against a lot of the SBAs, this is safe, and it can fire directly forwards, which makes it infinitely better, if that is even a word, than the British ATGMs, like the Striker, which I think are not that nice. But nevertheless, we do not really have too much time to discuss the vehicle properly. Let's just say I never played it to a certain degree because of my experience in the Raketenjagdpanzer 4.5, the Hanumer Kenschel, which is the predecessor, which sucks. It's not useless and it also has advantages, but this thing can lol pan everything at its battle rating and even above. So I go here extremely aggressively into this mid capture zone in a city brawl fight, and I have my ATGMs here fired. I try to take out some of the fences, and I track the M103. I receive a shot and it takes out my gunner, but it doesn't really matter because now I have a 20-second reload, and the M103 is on fire, he's tracked, and he lost a crew member. So I go back into the capture zone to finish the capturing process, and I change my position, which is very important. Look where the rest of my team is. Some of them going wide to the left, some of them going wide to the right, but nobody is really supporting me. I had nobody there, but I was so quick into the cap that even the enemy team had nothing there to intercept me, and even if they had, and it would have not been the M103 and I had better aim, I could have intercepted them as well with not a lot of risk to myself. So this is a very good position for me, and I play certain tanks hyper aggressively. I'm not the kind of guy that sits back and snipes long range with ATGMs. Sometimes, if it's appropriate, if you get some value out of it, then it's okay. But there is the M103 again, and again we just hit him near the tracks and do not a lot of damage. But we take out the gunner again. But there is also a T-54 to my left, and I have another ATGM, he doesn't see me, and I take out this cannon breach, which is very important. It buys me the time, but sadly I shot with the right rocket, which I need to go around the building to change my location again to re-engage the M103. This is hectical, I love it. So, reload, 20 seconds, come on, I just have 14 rounds, and I reloaded also an ATGM, nobody's in front of me, so let's go and engage this M103. And just as I come around the corner, he turns the turret, but he was looking at somebody else. I hit the turret ring, and yeah, I explode him with an ammo rack detonation. Not quite sure which ammunition I hit there, and there is this T-54 again, which hasn't repaired in time, and I take him out for a double strike, 2 kills, and I still hold the cap.
It's magic. It's really magic.
And I'm reloading. It's hectical. I love it. And now my team is there to support me, to take off some of the pressure. But a lot of the enemy teams are now like wondering, what the hell happened? What has happened? Where is this Raketenjagdpanzer? They maybe assume that I'm somewhere in the back sniping really good. No, first generation ATGMs firing at people that are on the move. You have to practice it, and I'm not a master of it, but I'm a kind of a master shotgunning with ATGMs. So, IS-4M taken out, 3rd kill. It's a nasty tank, especially for a Leopard, especially when this Leopard doesn't have the heat FS shell, and also if you have to fear the return shot as a Leopard. So I took care of the IS-4. Now, both rockets are reloaded, and I'm not reloading. I'm not quite sure if this is a bug or whatever, but now I decide, okay, now or never, and I overlooked the short glimpse of this tank to the left, and yeah, I'm looking around about now, and I see that he popped his smoke, but I saw the location where he was. I aim, and the rocket finds its way into the T-34-100 for my 4th kill already. Behind me there are also some enemies, some allies. Sometimes it feels like there is no difference. Nevertheless, jokes aside, this Leopard is pinging the map, and sadly he got killed before I could react. What is it? Oh, it's a stationary M48. And we kill him for the ace. 5 minutes 40 seconds in the video. That was like not even 5 minutes into the battle from the very start, and we already have 5 kills. I secured the front line. I gave my team enough time to push up. Do you see the difference here? I have mobility and I have a strong firepower, and I know how to make it work, even though I'm not the most experienced player in the tank. There are some absolute awesome players out there who can do magic things with it. The Lenkflugkörper SS11, as the German pronunciation or designation is, it's really hard, and even in an up tier, it's nothing to be scoffed at. It hurts. And the post-penetration damage effect, it's still heat-based, but it hits harder. And it also has some very strong high explosive effect on impact. And yeah, it hits hard. Let's see how much high explosive content we have. 4.55 kilograms of TNT equivalent. That is a lot. So you track people, you take out their gun barrels, even with just a splash sometimes, as you could see on the M103, at least with the tracks 2 times, and then you lol pan everything, literally. And even a hull down chieftain is no problem. Even the Mark 10 has to really make sure that he doesn't give you an easy shot. So it's first generation ATGM, so you have to control it with WASD keys, and that's okay if you are hull down, so you're a small target to hit. And again, you can fire directly, in strong contrast to the British ATGMs, which I personally despise. I don't think that they are very useful. Again, there are people out there that make strong things with those things and some magic videos, but it's a rare thing to do so, and it's not really something that I would do, you know, firing at planes and so forth. The battle is now decided, so let's discuss another part. Why have I not played this tank before? It's fun, it's fast, and yeah, to a certain degree I golded my way a little bit through, but it really has no strong stock grind. I mean, you get the ATGMs, they are literally for free, they cost you nothing, and you are a small target, you are a small tank, you can hide, you can ambush, 600 millimeters of penetration stock. I mean, the only tank that has a lower battle rating with the same rockets is the British premium medium tank, the Centurion Mark III with the SS11 rockets, aka Stridsvagn 81, which is a Swedish modified version. Another thing is really nice about this tank, it can reverse really quickly, so it gives you also the possibility to relocate if you're a sniper, because sometimes you give your position away, somebody comes around the corner, and you can retreat if you have shot both rockets in quick succession. Remember, 20 seconds reload. You know what I'm talking about. But why have I not played this tank? Well, to a certain degree, I always try to avoid first generation ATGMs. I hate to fight against them, and I also do not really like firing them or using them. But I have missed here an opportunity. Yes, the tank is 8.3 and you rarely will see a down tier like in this match, but when it happens, it's magic. And when you are in a meta where there are not a lot of stabilized gun systems firing at you, then you have a good chance getting the first shot off and actually hitting the enemy. And yeah, that rocket never had really a chance to hit the plane, but nevertheless. The main message that I want to get out, do you see the difference? What you can do with a German tank that has mobility? Do you see the difference compared to the other tanks that I'm usually ranting about? And there are also other relatively quick tanks that I rant about, for example the Leopard 1, which is garbage, especially respectively to the stock grind, then yeah, the RE251 being premium, and Germany having actually nothing mobile that also can hit hard and support your team. And the support that I did, the initial push, the frontline capping, helped a lot to push the enemy team so far back, to ambush them, to reduce the number of players, that we ultimately won very, very comfortably. I mean, look at all the amount of blue dots that there are currently spawn camping the enemy. It's at least at least 7 tanks, something like this, that we have more on the battlefield than the enemy team. And yeah, so we won with a survivor award and an ace, and it was fun. It's a fun tank to play. Give it a go, give it a fair chance, train it a little bit, and you can see why this tank is actually not that bad. Now there are some issues with it, I'm honest with it, but you know, I think it has more benefits than it has drawbacks. 42,000 silver lines, 3,754 score points, survivor award, and it was nearly pure profit, which is more than with some other tanks. And I also was 3rd in team with 1,477 score points, which is a bit low in my opinion, but nevertheless, it was fun. I hope you enjoyed the video. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Please give this video a like if you did, subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see each other in the skies and on the battlefields of War Thunder.